Back at Belmont Park, there they are, the magnificent seven. The seven jockeys with mounts in the Belmont. And delighted to be joined by Dave Johnson, who'll call the race. Incidentally, it's the 25th race for Dave Johnson, the 25th Belmont call. And we've looked at the stars. Let's look at some of the others right now. Crypto Star is a horse who's getting some backing here at odds of 7-2, a late charger.
Well, he won the Louisiana Derby and the Arkansas Derby. He does come from way back, and he's been treated with Lasix for the first time today. Many times when they are treated with this, it's a diuretic, an anti-bleeding medication, and sometimes it really helps first time. It's completely legal.
Two horses for the price of one. The entry, Wild Rush and Touch Gold.
Well, Wild Rush is a kind of a handy horse that can go from anywhere in the field to first as quickly as the jockey wants to. He's taken an interesting route from New Orleans to California to Illinois to come here, as different from Touch Gold, who spent his 2-year-old year in Canada, the other part of the entry, then Kentucky and Maryland on the way to New York this afternoon.
Mr. Energizer and Irish Silence will be the other horses in the race. Well, Dave, at the Preakness, you went with Touch Gold. You sticking with him today or changing it?
I'm going to go back to my Derby pick of Silver Charm. How about you? You took Touch Gold at the Preakness.
I did too, and I'm looking for value. I'm not going to get it. I like Wild Rush today. You don't get any value with him because he is paired up with Touch Gold as part of the entry. Chauncey and Leslie, who do you like?
Well, the two grays are very tough to beat, but I give a chance to another pair, the Frank Stronach entry of Wild Rush and Touch Gold. Leslie?
Well, Charlie, you Touch Gold. I'm sticking with Silver. He's confident. We've seen how tough he is in the stretch duel. I think he'll be the first horse invited to the White House. Jim?
Okay, thanks very much. Well, here's a little hunch for you. The last 3 races here at Belmont have been won by gray horses. And, of course, Silver Charm is a gray. But then so is Freehouse. I'm going to take Silver Charm to win the Triple Crown, the first in 19 years. We'll find out.
The call to the post for the 129th Belmont. There's Chris McCarron, Jerry Bailey with their mounts coming through the tunnel into full view of the patrons.
The star of the hit Broadway musical Jekyll and Hyde and Atlantic recording artist Linda Eder singing New York, New York.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it. New York, New York. In a city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
Linda Eder with New York, New York. Post time 8 minutes away. The Nicodem Triple Crown fact. No horse who had not previously raced in New York has ever won the Triple Crown. Silver Charm would be the first. Now the post parade. Part of the entry, number 1 is Touch Gold. Chris McCarron won this race in 1986 on Danzig Connection. David Hoffman's is the trainer. And 1A, Wild Rush, part of the Frank Stronach-owned entry. The great Jerry Bailey's up, won this race in '91 with Hansel. Richard Mandela saddles his first Belmont starter. Number 2, need more be said, Silver Charm. His story has been told. Gary Stevens in the irons. Number 3 is the late charging Crypto Star. Pat Day is the jockey, and Pat Day has won this race twice in '89 and '94. Former jock Wayne Catalano is the trainer. Number 4 is the outsider, Mr. Energizer. 6 wins in a row, but all in Panama. Total lifetime earnings $17,000. This horse runs for oats, apparently. And that's all. Manny Ortega is the jockey, has never ridden in the United States until today. Owned by Robert Perez. Freehouse, 3rd in the Kentucky Derby. 2nd in the Preakness. He's always there. Kent DeSormo is aboard. Paco Gonzalez is the trainer. And number 6, Irish Silence. John Velasquez thrown from his mount about 35 minutes ago, but in the irons here. Leo O'Brien is the trainer. The only New York bred horse in the race. 7 minutes to the Belmont, and Silver Charm shot at the Triple Crown.
Since Affirmed won the Triple Crown in 1978, almost 1 million thoroughbred foals have been born. None has won the Triple Crown. 4 have come to the Belmont with the chance to win, but all have failed. Now comes one beautiful, brave, innocent animal, Silver Charm, who knows nothing about the Triple Crown, only that something very important is at hand, and that for the 3rd time this spring, he's being asked to give everything that's in him to win this race.
3 minutes to the post. The 129th Belmont. Let's take a look at the current odds. The entry, Touch Gold and Wild Rush at odds of 5-2. Silver Charm is even money. Crypto Star is now 4-1. Then you have Mr. Energizer at 43-1. Freehouse has dropped a bit, went from 5-1. He's now 9-2. And Irish Silence is 32-1. Visa will award a $5 million bonus to Silver Charm if that horse can win the Triple Crown. Some previous winners, the 11 of them, the Elite 11, and some of the greatest names in racing, going all the way back, names like Whirlaway and Citation and Secretariat, the 31 length winner. 11 horses have won the Triple Crown. And there they are. The most recent, of course, Affirmed. 3 Triple Crown winners in the 70s. The keys to the race. Let's go to Charles C. Canty. Charles C.
Well, 2 important keys to watch for. First is how much of an easy lead can Wild Rush get. If he's not pressured, he can control the race. Secondly, watch for how Touch Gold breaks. We saw what happened in the Preakness. It's important he got away cleanly. Horses stumble at the start because they actually go the first few strides of the race on the very tip of their toes, pulling away from the gate. So it's easy for them to knuckle over. With closely matched as these 3-year-olds are, the slightest little mistake makes a big difference today. Al?